Everybody, it's a really quick MLB algorithm update. I'm going to answer some questions about the baseball algorithm. Got a comment today. Somebody said, I'm up 400 pounds, Ken. What's your money with your baseball algorithm? I need a little help fixing it up. Well, I'll help you fix it up. I'll answer your question. We'll also take a look at today because I did do some work on the file. I'm going to talk about some things that are now automated and are a lot quicker, but it's not perfectly awesome yet. So MLB algorithm here on April 27th. If you go to data, queries and connections, you can refresh all your queries and connections here. We have 3 of them. They grab the odds, they grab basic pitcher stats and basic batting stats. So when you refresh this, certain things change and you get to watch over here on the right to see how many rows are updating, because certain things are going to change throughout the day. For example, your MLB games throughout the day are going to start to shrink as some of the games start. See, it's only 18. There was 22 before. So 2 of these games have actually started. But everything else updates, which is really nice. So a few things update, but not everything updates. What you then have after you refresh that is you have a look at all of the games that automatically came in from RotoWire. So these lines are updated, starting with the Mariners game. So if you copy over the games that you had already pasted for the day, this is a way to now look at your current slate for the day. This list is going to change every time you refresh throughout the day and some of these games start and their odds get removed from RotoWire, which is what happens after the game starts. This list ends up shrinking and you're just recompiling this main list of your games is what you're doing. And that results in your predictions. So it's pretty cool. Now, the question I got was, how do I fix errors in the rosters and the lineups? And here's what you mean. When you update the lineup sheet every day, sometimes you're going to get like an error here that pops up. What this is doing is this is looking for your player in our matrix of all players to make sure that we have the correct names for everyone. Well, whoever this player is on San Francisco, Haniger, it looks like, we need to see if we have information for Haniger in our matrix. Matrix is our list of all the different players that are part of the entire database of all players on all teams and all positions. We have a name, a streamlined name for them, and then we have an abbreviated name for them. And here is the abbreviated name, and you could already tell what happened. Mitch Haniger used to play for Seattle. Now he plays for San Francisco. That's what the lineup said right here. This is a San Francisco player. So that is the way you fix that. But other ways you fix problems is by making sure that you have the name, the team, and the abbreviated name, which is the name that shows up here in the roster name that comes out of RotoWire. Make sure that you have all those correct. And if you do, you're not going to have any errors. Well, it doesn't look like we have any further errors for today so far. Okay. So another way you can check that to make sure that you have everybody is by going to the batting order sheet and refreshing the pivot here. As long as you don't have any breaks in here, then you've got a player for every single position. This is how many players you have in each position per team. So they're all number 1. So that's really good. And it means that you probably got a clean roster for the day without any errors. So all that's done, we could try to update lineups one more time. So I haven't updated them since I think, half hour ago. Let's try updating them now and see if anything changes. This is still not an automated process. I was unable to connect to the table that is showing all of those daily lineups. So we might need to find a different source that we can connect to try to get lineups in order to automate it, because I wasn't able to do it, at least yet. So we refresh. Way to see if anything changes, we can look and see when we refresh this, does the batting order change at all? Slightly. Something changed down here, I think, for this Detroit game. All right. So what does it say? Who wins today? It says Baltimore. Putting up like 7 runs. Big margin in Baltimore over Detroit. It says Tampa Bay, a very good team over the White Sox. I believe they're still playing well. Then you get some bad lines with the Angels and the Mets. Then it says San Francisco over St. Louis, Yankees over Texas. Now we start getting really low. 2 underdogs at the bottom of Pittsburgh and Miami. So there are 11 games today. And I always say you want stuff at the top. So if you're cutting this thing off at a 10% margin, it's these games of Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Angels, Mets, and San Francisco. So there you go. All right. Good luck, everybody. I hope you learned something. May all your picks be winning.